Hello, football lovers. Finally, the Premier League is back. And of course, it's Premier League Match Day Live today featuring Manchester United versus Brighton. Stay tuned as we're going to be giving you fan reactions after the match. Don't go anywhere.
Good evening. Good evening to you, bro.
Good evening, bro.
How you feeling?
I feel nice, but I feel sad for Manchester United.
All right. So what are your thoughts on this match today?
Well, it's appalling to note that Manchester United players don't know the shirt that they are wearing. They need a historian to keep them in a class. No, not in a class. Take them to the bush and lecture them why they play for that badge. Why they play for Manchester United. We are talking about Manchester United for crying out loud. How can you wear that jersey and you don't represent? In fact, you don't even need a coach to play as a Manchester United player. And look at what happened today. Here one might say Brighton, they are good. But come on! This is Manchester United that we are talking about. You cannot be bullied that way. You cannot be bullied that way. In fact, the game almost ended at 5-1. It was a tough time for them out there. In front of their crowd. In the theater of dreams. That's sad, man. That's sad.
I can understand your grievances. But let me also ask you, do you think Ten Hag had a role to play in this Manchester United loss? Because I discovered that he didn't start Wan-Bissaka in this game. So do you really think the players decided to start the match played a factor in this loss?
See, for the fact that you've been signed as a Manchester United player should make you not to give. You don't have to be a clown on the pitch. You need to play for the shirt. Knowing that if you don't do well, you'll be put out of the club. We're talking about Manchester United. You don't go there and be messing up. Okay? Some persons are coming to say, okay, maybe they don't have good leadership for the fact that Evans was made the captain of the game today. And some persons were like saying, no, come on, you should have been given to Rashford. Come on. Manchester United are more than that, okay? Yes, one might also say, okay, Johnny Evans is just coming back. Yes, he's an old player and all that. But that's not just enough reason. Calling for you need a leader in the team. Yes, I know how important it is. But that shouldn't just be the A-list of things that we should be talking about right now. Okay? They paid woefully. One might also say, okay, because of the disciplinary issues that is happening around the club, which I also blame the club itself and their players. How can you be found wanting with respect to discipline? Look at Anthony, and those things don't make it easy for a coach like Ten Hag, a coach that is trying to gather his boys, trying to play a particular style. So it is just so bad for Manchester United at the moment right now.
Yeah, obviously. But what do you think can really be done to salvage the situation? Because with the rate at which they are going, this season is very competitive. You and I know it's very since the season has started, it has been a very competitive season. What do you really think Manchester United need to do to salvage the situation as soon as possible? What do you think?
The boys need to be schooled. This is not just about tactics or no tactics. I feel that they are not coming out with their hearts to play. Look at Brighton. Oh, come on. Yes, we are talking about Brighton here. Mind you, beforehand, Brighton had a coach that went to Chelsea, and you see he couldn't perform. Okay? This is not just football. It's not just about coach. The players need to understand the kind of club they are in. You cannot be in Manchester United and you'll be a clown. You cannot. There are some clubs you might be, and yeah, you can give a whole lot of reasons. But see, you cannot wear that shirt. Just like I said the other time, you cannot be a Liverpool player or a Manchester United player and you want to just be fumbling up and down. My brother, January or summer, leave the club. You cannot just be a mediocre and just be sitting down there and just be receiving huge wages. Come on, it does not make sense. So I think that the club itself and the coach should need to talk to these guys. Okay? I believe by now those statements have been made. I believe by now the dressing room must have been heated up, that the ACs will not be working. Okay, I know. Because if he does not, if you think that he will, at the end of the day, you will not tap them. Oh, come on, well done, but you tried. My brother, is relegation straight up. The Manchester United will see the worst. Look at a game, the Premier League that you've played 5 games and you are just getting 6 points out of possible 15. Look at your neighbors. Look at how they are smarting you from all angles. Manchester City has gotten 15 points, 5 for 5.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Liverpool, 13 points. Tottenham, 13 points. The Brighton that beat you today on 12 points. 2 times 2 of what you have right now. The gaps. See, you cannot wait till the middle of the season. It has started though. This is the time. 5 games, 6 points. What are you waiting for? What are you doing? Do you want to create magic? The season has already started going bad, and if it continues like this, my brother, this Champions League that they've already tried to taste again this time around, come on, they might not smell it again, no, because you can see if Newcastle could make it to the Champions League, it might be the return of Brighton, and there might not be space anymore. And as you are seeing Liverpool, they feel so rejuvenated, ready to play the game. I don't know what Manchester United are going to play this Champions League game, the next Champions League against Bayern Munich. I don't know. With this kind of leg, oh come on, it will just be so will I say destructive of them.
All right. Finally, I'd like to ask you about this Manchester United new guy, Hannibal. You know, he's the one that scored the only goal for Manchester United, and I think it looks promising. But let me ask, what's your take on the guy's performance today?
Well, you know, I would say he has also shown that he can do his bidding, okay? But mind you, by the time these other guys come, if he does not take time, if he does not find way to grab that
up his game,
yes, and hold it tight, in the next 2 games, 3 games, if he does not come up again with this kind of performance, my brother, it might also be time for him. Because, come to think of it, he was not part of the first selection, so it was out of chance. And mind you, in many cases, it is through this kind of situation that players also rise to the occasion and to the first 11 and all that. So I just pray that he continues. But do I have excessive hope for him, man? Unfortunately, no.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for granting us audience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay.